Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker who simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be spiritual evolution, following the way of growth. I think most of us are tired of religion and all its beliefs, which can never be questioned. Not to mention all the wars and strife caused by them. Seriously, do we need to see more people divided by cherished beliefs which aren't true anyway? Instead, we need to see people brought together through understanding and tolerance. Really, do we need to see another person abused in the name of God? Likewise, I'm tired of mystics who never really come to any conclusion worth repeating. The time has come for all the egotistical belief systems of the world to be put in their place by a systematic approach that doesn't violate scientific or natural principles and doesn't lead you down the road of being a spiritual whack job. It is time for spiritual evolution. That is exactly what following the way of growth is all about. Evolution in spirituality. Following the way of growth is a systematic approach to spirituality which is based on natural and scientific principles. There is nothing to believe. There is no promise of an afterlife. The promise is simple. Actually apply these principles to your life and you will have a better life right here, right now. I mean, seriously, we don't need any more religion. Following the way of growth came about because my life got off course and I had to find my own way back. I didn't have time nor patience for BS because I needed real help right here, right now. In the process of helping myself, I realized these principles were universal and should be shared with everyone so that they could live a better life too. The principles didn't just apply to spirituality, they apply to every aspect of your life because they are universal. The principles of following the way of growth are simple, but do not underestimate them. In short, all spirituality boils down to one word: growth. That's it. Here's a brief summary of the 9 principles, the 9 universal principles of growth. First one is baby steps. Second one is apply yourself. Third one is discipline. Fourth is attention. Fifth is question everything. Sixth is know your teacher reality. Seventh is know your enemy, ego and pleasure. 8 is seek harmony and peace. And 9 is simplicity. None of them is complicated. If you're ready for a real spiritual path that produces results without making you a whack job, then you found what you're looking for. Okay. So here's been my experience with spirituality and religion. First, I started out with science, and basically science didn't give me what I was looking for. It didn't bring me the freedom I was looking for. Not to say that science don't have some answers in there, but it didn't have the answer. The answer I needed to live a better life. Then I gave up on science. I gave Christianity a try. Christianity didn't really lead me to where I wanted to go either. It seemed to muddle things up, half good, half bad, so I gave it up. Eventually I tried some yoga, and yoga seemed to be pretty good, but it didn't really have the answers. It was good for my body. And now that I'm where I'm at, I basically only do 15 minutes of yoga a day. So I mean, yoga really didn't have the answers. Then I hit on Buddhism, which Buddhism was really pretty powerful. However, Buddhism didn't take me to the level that I really wanted to go. And then I got into Taoism, which Taoism I really liked. I feel like that guy was just on a little higher level than the Buddha. No disrespect to Buddha. I think he's a great man. And during the way, I also studied, plenty of books on the master martial artists and learned from like Mori Shiba to Shu. Probably there's a host of whole other ones I studied and read about. Also studied a book on Mapping the Mind by Rita Carter. So, basically have the basic ideas of what's going on in the mind. Want to be at least surface level understanding of what was going on in the mind. Also read some stuff on, wisdom of the Native Americans and learned from them. And a host of other books that I can't really remember. Finally, after I went through all the education from other people, basically it gets down to a point where you have to learn it for yourself. And that's where these principles came about. After I moved past all that had been said, then I learned these other things to help me live a more fulfilled life. If you would like to know more about following the way of growth, then click the first link in the information section of the video, and I think it's on this side. Or if not, if you're watching on my channel, it's down at the bottom. It's the only link in my channel. Okay, And if you would like to see how following the way of growth applies to your real life or everyday life, then click the playlist that just popped up. You can go there, and I've got several of them. I got 4 or 5 right now, but I'll continue to add more. So again, this is still evolving right now as we're speaking, and over the periods of months and years to come. I guess throughout my whole life, I'm going to continue to expand that website. I'm also going to expand the number of videos I've got out. And so, just come back periodically. Once you're caught up, you're like, okay, I got what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. Come back maybe in a month or so, check it out, see what's going on, what's news happening. Because trust me, I'm actually living these principles that I'm preaching. I'm not just, oh, this is some philosophy I'm putting out. I'm actually living it. So I'm continuing to grow as a human being. My understanding is going to grow, and you're going to see it if you watch my videos over time. You're going to see that progress. You go, hey, this guy's not just preaching a bunch of BS that he ain't living. He's actually living it, and I can see him transforming through his videos through that time. So if you go look through some of my older videos to right now, you'll see the transformation. Like, hey, this guy, I can see the guy actually growing. So, go back to the very beginning. Go back, every month and just look at a video and you start going, this guy really has evolved. Anyway, folks, if you wouldn't mind, please rating, and until the next video, later, folks. Oh, yeah, one other thing. My channel is not just spirituality stuff. It's everything. I learned my spiritual stuff through my normal everyday life. I didn't go off to a monastery or any place, you know what I'm saying, or a temple to learn this. I learned it in my everyday life. That's why it works in everyday life. And likewise, when you look at my channel, you're going to find spiritual stuff. You're going to find MMA. You're going to find all my life kind of stuff that I want to talk about in there. So it's going to be a collage of things. And if you really want to know the spiritual stuff, you probably should go to the playlist. That's probably a better way to find, some of the stuff. I have a big playlist. But anyway, folks, if you wouldn't mind rating, until next time, later, folks.